All right, boys, welcome to episode number 7 of the Fourth and Gone podcast. We got a full crew back today. Nick Renato, Anthony, good to see you guys the whole time.
Sorry for my absence. I would like to apologize.
I was gone for like 1 week.
I was gone for
Well,
2
I mean, you joined late last week, so I don't know if we should.
That's a great point.
But we got a full crew back. We got a lot to unpack here, a lot going on from all over the world of sports. So let's start off with NFL news. We received word today that Derek Carr's next destination will be the New Orleans Saints. He signed on a 4-year deal. Does anyone know the details of that? Is that just
4
years?
100 mil.
100 mil for 4 years.
100 mil.
Yeah.
So 4 years.
But there's like a
100
bunch
mil.
of incentives and like guarantee money.
Yeah.
So I think
No,
essentially it's
it's
3 years for 100, and
Yeah,
like
it was
extra
100.
years in case
Fourth
he gets
year
hurt or
option
something
or
like that.
something like that.
I think
Still
it's
less than
100
Geno
it's
Smith,
100
which is
guaranteed.
crazy.
But my thoughts on this move is that I think the Saints found themselves an upgrade at quarterback. Obviously, Derek Carr has been good at his job. He's been in the league, what, 8 seasons?
Like 9.
9 seasons. He's thrown for 5,000 yards in like 6 of them or something like that. Something crazy. I think the Saints are getting a guy who, if you give him a few more weapons, maybe pick up a top wide receiver, or
They
need
have Michael Thomas and Chris Olave
Yeah.
and Taysom Hill, Alvin Kamara.
Well, Kamara, we don't know about, but I just
of now.
overall, I think the Saints found their guy. This one, especially with that division becoming wide open, with Brady retiring, like I think the Saints can have a decent shot at winning the division this year.
So it's 150 million for 4 years, guaranteed 100. There's a full no trade clause. There's a roster bonus of 10 million in 2025. It seems just like a contract built for like a vet. Just like one of those, like, if you're great, you're great. If you're not, you still get $100 million.
Frank?
Yeah, I think I'm glad this deal's kind of low. It helps Daniel Jones maybe take a little bit of a pay cut as what he expected in the beginning. He should be getting under 40 million. I like this move for the Saints. They've had some quarterback instability lately, and I think it should help the team. And Derek Carr should be solid for them.
Matt?
Wait,
Yeah,
how expensive is a quarterback? Like, because
Yeah.
40 million is a lot.
Well, what I wanted to go into, I'm sorry, Matt, for cutting you off, but
Yeah,
the
sorry.
market, since Mahomes signed his deal, his $500 million deal, the quarterback market has just been insane. Like,
I mean, Dak's making 40 mil, and I think Stafford's making a little bit more than that. So that just
But-
tells you.
you just look at the world of sports in general, like there's this trend of like major free agents signing like monster deals, and that just sets the baseline for what athletes want. So you go in baseball, for instance, when A-Rod signed his deal with the Mariners, that was like groundbreaking. And then all of a sudden, shortstops around the league were saying, hey, if this guy's getting this amount of money, I want to get at least, 3/4 of that, right? So you look at deals, and I think that Mahomes deal really had a major impact on what quarterbacks are asking for.
I think in 3 years you'll actually see someone get more money than Mahomes. Like, I think Burrow's probably gonna get more money than Mahomes.
I
Because
don't
Really?
think so.
Yeah, because if you kind of look at it though, like I'm thinking of like in baseball, like eyes, like Aaron Judge right now is like the highest paid fielder in the league right now, right? You're gonna see Juan Soto come in. That kid's probably gonna get like 50 million. So like I'm looking at like Joe Burrow, like like Trevor Lawrence, the way he's going, like the way that Joe Burrow is going, I could see him getting paid 55 million, 50 million. Like they're like that bar is now set at 50, and I'm gonna see teams start going more because like we love our guy even more. Let's pay him an extra 2 million. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like if Daniel Jones like team, which is a little weird that like people are saying, I don't believe the 45 million. If personally, I don't think that's true. But if he really thinks he deserves 45 million, imagine what Joe Burrow thinks he deserves. You know what I'm saying? So like that $50 billion is now going to be the bar. In 4 years, you're going to see a bunch of more quarterbacks getting paid way more than that.
I mean, if Daniel Jones actually gets the 45 million or anywhere close to that, which I don't think is a possibility at all, but if so, you're going to see quarterbacks have a average salary of 45, 46 million a year.
That's what I'm saying though. When you get that, like when you break away from the average, like Joe Burrow is like not average. Like Joe Burrow proved himself that he's him. He's phenomenal. Like Josh Allen too. Like when his contract's up, like what do you want? What are you going to pay these guys? Like I would say they're over 45 million. If the bar's 45 for like average quarterbacks, like Daniel Jones and like all these people, right? Pat Mahomes is 50. Now you have Josh Allen and Joe Burrow hitting free agency. I would see them being at 56, even $60 million because that's just kind of how the market's going.
Yeah. And well, I hate to shift gears back to Green Bay, but I think it's a good example of kind of a shitty quarterback situation. I mean, you have a fully guaranteed 3-year, $150 million contract. You're paying 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers. No matter what, no matter where he goes next season, no matter if he's sitting at home playing golf. And you have Jordan Love, who at the end of this year already on his
All
fifth
right,
option.
let's move on.
Every week,
Right,
man.
right.
Every week.
Can I just say something about free agency market? I just think like you take a player like Mahomes, and I think it would kind of be insulting to him and to like the rest of the league if you give like Joe Burrow 55, because I still like who is gonna pay $55 million for Joe Burrow? That's my question.
I would.
Besides maybe
I would.
maybe the
In a
Bengals.
heartbeat, I would.
Well,
Because
the
if you
salary
look-
cap grows every year. So these numbers just naturally grow, just like prices naturally grow in the economy. It's just how life works, how money works.
It's like
And it's just the way of life.
inflation
true.
just like scaled up for.
Oh yeah, 100%. You're definitely gonna see like it's kind of like basketball. Like I don't know, like I can't find like a good athlete, but like I can only talk about like in the future though. Like Aaron Judge was the best baseball player last year, like hands down. You could say Shohei all you want, but like best like fielder only was Aaron Judge. He got paid $40 million. Juan Soto could probably bat like a 270, 35 home runs. That kid's probably gonna get $50 million. I would not be shocked if Juan Soto breaks the market. It's just kind of how it works. Every year it just kind of goes up and up and up. And like what Frank said, the cap also goes up. So they're prepared to like see the market increase.
I mean,
Okay.
football's a little different than MLB though, because MLB there's
Yeah,
no
there's
cap.
no salary cap.
That's true.
Well, I mean, bottom line is you're going to see athletes all over, no matter the sport, their salaries are going to continuously increase. That's just matter of fact.
And
Just like
NBA
regular
is
people's salaries
insane,
increase
though.
too.
And NBA stupid numbers. Stupid numbers.
Ben Simmons getting paid $36 million to sit on a bench.
I
God
would
knows
love
for
to
the
be in this
NBA
spot,
market.
man.
Dude, he
I
says
would
he's
love to
out
be
just to
Ben-
stop embarrassing
I'd-
himself. It's terrible.
That he's back. He's such a. I don't even want to get on a Ben Simmons.
Imagine
even though I'm
how
like,
imagine how painful it is for the Nets owner to write him a paycheck every week.
Joe Tsai, that guy's a dumbass.
yeah, that guy's a dumbass. He's probably excited every
Give the
week he's
team
probably
back to
excited. Ben
Jay-Z. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
All right.
I don't mind where the team's at though. So like,
Yeah.
I think we could have got more for Kyrie though, and I kind of wish we did get more for Kyrie. I'm not going in on this.
What I will never understand is the Jay Crowder trade where they just gave the Pacers where the Bucks just gave the Pacers everything, and the Nets just gave the Bucks Jay Crowder for no reason. I'll never understand that.
I beats me. I have no idea, but I'm excited. I love this
Yeah.
team. I love this Brooklyn team. I like Mikal Bridges, and he makes me happy. Go on. Sorry.
The GOAT.
Yeah. So
Geno Smith.
He's the GOAT.
yeah, I don't
The
know.
GOAT.
Like I'm thinking of NFL news.
Geno Smith.
Oh yeah. Geno Smith. Guy went off this year, proved that he could still sling the rock around. How
He
many
didn't
years?
write back.
How many years would
I was
his
writing the check.
extension?
I think was it 3 years, 108 or something like that.
105, 35 mil a year.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I think it was 3,105.
hmm
Yeah. Geno Smith.
Uh,
I
That's
think
35 a year.
he has it in him to lead the Seahawks to the playoffs.
Hopefully Kenneth Walker
Yeah.
stays healthy.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard got franchise
Franchise
tag.
tag.
Josh Jacobs got
Josh
franchise
Jacobs
tag.
also franchise tag.
Oh yeah.
Chiefs are ready to let go Frank Clark.
Chase
Let's talk
Anderson
about-
got released,
You know,
I want to talk real quick about
Yeah.
the franchise tag.
or chose Anderson.
How do we feel? I have mixed things about franchise tags. It's not fair. It's not fair to the players because Josh Jacobs could be getting a bag this year. He deserves the bag.
No, it's
can't get
fair. You sign it with your contract, right?
Yeah.
So it's fair.
Isn't
No,
the
it's fair,
franchise
but,
tag
like-
like the average of the top 3 or something in your position?
Yeah, but do you think Josh Jacobs could have got more than that franchise tag though?
Based on last year, yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
again,
Now he's losing out on money, and maybe he has a horrible season. Now he's free agency market, and now he struggles. He
Tough.
lost out on like $50 million. A big deal. Derrick Henry's ready to walk, or they're shopping Derrick Henry right now.
what that I don't really understand. Like I mean, I get what the Titans think. Like running backs don't have that much longevity in the league, but I think Derrick Henry's just
He's like the face of their offense. I don't know.
too much of a beast. Like you cannot.
That's interesting though.
Yeah, but where are the Titans going that they should hold on to Derrick Henry instead of building pieces around?
Well, they just got Malik Willis. And
Exactly.
That's true.
who's the other receiver? Young guy.
Traylon Burks.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who are they going to build around Malik Willis? Like just having Derrick Henry in the backfield, like with no O-line, no wide receivers.
What do
It's
you
not
think-
going to help anything.
What do you think what do they want for Derrick Henry though? I can't think of a trade that makes sense to get.
I don't know.
Like
What,
okay, if
second
I give him a
rounder?
first
Third?
round pick,
At least like
that's-
two
I'm not.
firsts. And
I
like
would see if I'm a team, I'm not giving up a first round pick for a 29-year-old running back.
I think second's probably the highest.
Just
Second and
like-
something
I'm
else.
cool. That's
no,
fine.
no way I would say a second.
I
is
would
the
not. I
highest.
would not be shocked at all if Derrick Henry's like involved in the draft day trade.
100%. I think him, Jalen Ramsey's probably gonna be involved in a draft day pick.
Yeah,
Um,
I think this draft in general is going to be very, very active. Like in terms.
I wish the Giants had some money. They could have traded for Ramsey.
Where is
Probably.
this Derrick Henry hate coming from? Like he still had a monster year
No,
last year.
it's not.
I don't
hate,
think it's
just-
hate. It's not
his
hate. I
position.
think they're
You
over
can't-
you can't get a
it's
first
like
rounder.
running backs aren't what they used to anymore.
Nah, I think what was the running back like wage this year? What was it, like 10 for a franchise tag? 11? 12? What was the franchise tag for a running back? That's what I'm saying though. I think Josh
For
Jacobs
last year or
probably
for
could
this year?
this year. Because Josh Jacobs honestly probably could have got 16 this year at the market.
Crazy that Geno
Yeah,
Smith.
it's only 10 mil.
That's what I'm saying though. He just lost out on $6 million because of franchise tag.
And if they
Good
picked up
for
the
the-
5th-year option last year, it would have been 8 mil. So it's an extra 2 opposed to the 5th-year option, but it's probably less than he would have made.
Yeah, he was like one of the best running backs last year.
But I think
Oh,
the highest paid is only like 15 mil for a running back, like per year.
no, running back market is horrible.
And that's still 20 million less than what Geno Smith. is
Wait,
making last year.
isn't the most paid running back in the league Zeke?
Probably.
What? What?
No, I know Zeke got the bag when he
Yeah, he did. He got overpaid by a lot.
Zeke
No, Zeke is 3rd.
Pollard's going to be the RB1 in that.
CMC's getting 16, then Kamara's 15. Zeke
CMC's
is also
worth every
15.
penny. CMC's worth every.
CMC's a menace. Wait, who'd you say? Kamara?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Oh, word.
We got CMC 16 per year, Kamara 15 per year, Zeke 15 per year.
Can you pull up
And
the
then
cap space
Josh
for the
Jacobs is
Titans?
right here with Tony Pollard. Cap space too.
Right. Yeah, because I'm curious because someone was I was reading that they were over cap, but I wasn't sure if I was reading that correctly
For which team?
for the Titans. Because I'm pretty sure they're over cap. That's why they're currently shopping Henry.
That's probably close to true.
Because if I'm a team, right, that has like not a really good running back, like
They have 13 mil.
they have 13 million.
That's what it says.
Matt, you okay over there, buddy? You're awfully quiet.
Yeah, I'm fine. You know. I
13.2.
was ready to talk about Derek Carr, and I was
Sorry, that's all my fault. I
That was a
apologize.
that
Please
was a
continue about Derek Carr.
Derek Carr conversation just went out the window real
no, I'm
quick.
alright.
yeah.
You don't want to continue?
Matt, would you like to start? Matt, would you like to start off talking about how Derek Carr's out the option? Like,
Where's
out the door?
Derrick
Does that
Henry?
mean Aaron Rodgers coming to Jets?
Derrick Henry's 10.5.
No, I think that just means that we're probably gonna end up with Lamar or Jimmy G, but I don't want Jimmy G.
I don't see us with Lamar at all. I don't see that happening at all. I think the Jets are dead set on Aaron Rodgers right now.
They still have their tag, right?
Yeah,
The Jets?
But
Who are they even going to tag?
I don't
the
know.
Jets.
We got like no one to tag. A few offensive linemen. Quincy Williams.
That's a tag. That should be a tag.
Everyone else
But
still has
the
time left in their contract.
you're a very young team.
Exactly. Should be scared over there in New England.
I'm not. I know Bill Belichick's right now working on a trade to get Derrick Henry.
I just want to avoid opening up the Aaron Rodgers can of worms again. Just kind of see.
Well, nothing happened with him this week, so we can skip it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
So
let's
I
not
want
talk about
to
it.
get
Oh,
off the Jets as
sorry, I mentioned
quickly
your
as
baby
possible.
daddy. Sorry,
What's that?
I said sorry. I mentioned your baby daddy.
Wow.
Bro,
Disrespect.
That's not even possible.
Oh my god. We're going into genetics.
B,
Next week, Jack's going to have his own science.
Jack's like, all right, let's do a quick
Podcast.
experiment right now. I'm gonna try to have a baby with Aaron Rodgers.
Anthony,
All right, let's.
my little cousin watches the show, so don't give him
Jack,
nightmares.
you curse like 5 times an episode. What do you mean your little
Yeah.
cousin watches this?
You know what?
He
Hi,
just
Jack,
he
that's
just
like
zones me
cousin.
out. He zones me out.
That's like a Disney Channel joke, you know, like one of the weird ones. Like
Yes.
one of the ones that kind of just slip up, and the parents kind of hear and like.
All right, boys. New segment this week. We're gonna go one by one until we get to our top 15 projected NFL wide receivers for the 2023-2024 season. We're gonna start with Frank. Then it's gonna go Anthony, Nick, Matt, and myself. And we're gonna keep
Okay,
going.
I don't like this. It can't go like this.
You
We've been
just
rolling the
put your view
podcast.
order.
Frank, Matt, me, Nick. This can't happen. I'll get really confused.
All right.
I apologize.
I guess we'll just see where it goes then.
Jack, we know the
Um,
order.
It's non-debatable though. Like no one, like we can debate it, but like it's set in stone. Like once Frankie
But-
says like anything, it's set in stone.
No, if
Can't
Jack
debate
says
number
like
one.
Christian Watson as like number 3, then we
Bro,
can't do
Jack,
that.
I'm
if you
not
use, if you
saying
use Christian
that.
Washington on your first pick, that's actually or on any
No.
pick.
If you use him on any pick, he's not top 15.
No. All right.
Okay.
Frank,
tough.
who do you think's gonna be number one next year?
This is tough. This is tough having to pick number 1.
You have the entire league to choose from.
You know where to go, Frankie. Let's use your
So
head.
this is in terms of like, yards, touchdowns, receptions, everything. I think I'm gonna have to go with Jamar Chase. I think if T. Higgins leaves, he's gonna have to get even more receptions, touchdowns, and yards. So that is why I chose him.
Alright.
Anthony?
Yeah. Matt, would you like to go or me?
I'll go. Number 2. I'm gonna have to go with Justin Jefferson. Vikings defense losing a lot of their players, getting old. They just dropped Eric Kendricks free agency, and I think that they're gonna need to be passing the ball a lot. They're gonna be down because they're not. The defense isn't gonna be stopping anybody. I think Josh Jefferson's gonna have another good year.
I think he was one, Frankie.
Well, there's only one spot difference, so we'll see what happens.
That hurts me. I'm gonna go Cooper Cup here at number 3. Cooper Cup was fabulous. Like now 2 years ago, he was really, really good. He was really, really good this season. He just got injured last, I think, 4 or 5 weeks. He kind of lost his spot. Hope he gets back in the same funk that he was in last year and the year before. I think he could be easily a top 3 receiver and probably yards.
Nick, number 4.
Damn, you guys got all the good ones. I want to. My heart says Garrett Wilson, but I know that's not the right answer. Ah, damn it.
It's one of the digs.
Tyreek Hill.
Not the guy that.
Tyreek Hill.
That's fair.
I don't think much explanation needed there. He's just leap, speed, even a little bit of strength, even though he's tiny, but just speed, good hands, strong. That's it. Just have to think.
All right.
Are they replacing Tua next year?
Don't think so.
I
I don't think
I
they're.
think he's staying.
I heard the name Lamar Jackson being thrown around a little bit, but
That could be interesting.
but,
I don't think it would fit the whole scheme of the receiving core. Because their receivers are way too good to have Lamar Jackson.
yeah. But
Well, I
that
mean-
offense is just like explosive with Lamar Jackson. I mean, that's just speed everywhere.
Be the fastest offense in the league if you put Lamar there.
Yeah.
But right now, they're the most accurate because Tyreek Hill said Tua is the most accurate QB in the league.
But
When he's not concussed, yeah.
when he didn't deal with 3 concussions, he was fine.
at number 5, a very horrific fantasy kind of played out in my head. So we got the news that Derek Carr's moving on, and Davante Adams, who was the reason he went to Vegas in the first place, doesn't have a quarterback as of now. Now it's been said that if Rodgers gets traded, that it would be to an AFC team. And obviously, Davante Adams would push the front office there to do that. And in that case, if Rodgers and Adams reunite in a different uniform, Davante Adams will continue to be a top 5 wide receiver.
So this pick's based on the speculation that Rodgers plays, and then he gets also traded to the Raiders.
It's just like
screw it.
it's just a possibility. I'm throwing names out.
I mean, he's still good regardless.
He's good regardless. He's the best
Yeah,
route.
but we're going in order.
Yeah, I know. It just came to mind. It was just like,
Okay, is that your final pick?
Okay, so your take is if Davante Adams has a quarterback that's named Aaron Rodgers, and if he was to get traded one, and then he has to get traded to that specific team, then he's number 5.
I don't know, man. It was just like the first thing that came to mind.
I definitely do think he's top 5, so I agree with that, with or without a quarterback. But your reasoning is kind of goofy.
I
I
don't
think
know.
he's
he is top
top
five.
5 receiver, but I don't know if he can have that production if he doesn't have a quarterback right now.
I think, but he makes his own production. If you want me to be honest with you,
It's making me nauseous even talking about it. Let's just move on to number 6.
okay. Don't puke.
All right. Kind of surprised he hasn't been named yet. I'm gonna go with Stephon Diggs. Bills' offense was a little worse than usual last season. I think they'll get back to normal, get back to business. Stephon Diggs, number 1 target for Josh Allen, and that high-powered Bills offense. I have my number 6.
I have an insane take, gentlemen.
I think my next
Insane.
pick-
Let's hear it.
Oh wait, that's
well,
Matt. That's
it's-
Matt. That's
it's,
Matt. I
It's
apologize.
me. It's
It
me.
is Matt's turn.
I think I'm just gonna go with the solid pick. I'm gonna go with AJ Brown. I feel like his connection with Jalen Hurts is just gonna grow even better than it was. I think he's gonna have another good year.
Matt sadly did not take my guy. I'm gonna go Calvin Ridley. You may say this is insane being this high, but I think
my
Calvin Ridley
God.
could be insane on the Jags.
He went
That's
Jack
not
or
a-
just like contending.
That's a pretty wild take.
No, just watch. I think Calvin Ridley could be disgusting. I think Calvin Ridley was gross in Atlanta, and I think he's
Yeah,
going
and
to be
so was
even more
Deshaun
gross.
Watson. Then we saw what happened after not playing for a year. You suck.
He was sports betting. This is completely. Deshaun Watson was fighting cases. This guy
Yeah,
was
but
betting on
either
his
way,
team.
you're not playing on the field. And that's what happens. You're not as good the next season.
I would disagree. I think Calvin Ridley's been training. I've been talking to him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you making bets with him too? Tails pick.
I mean, yeah. I was like, yo, what are you betting on? He's like, oh, Atlanta's gonna lose today. I'm gonna have about 4 catches. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Did he tell you to take Nets money line when they were down to the Celtics?
Yeah, he texted me. He's like, yo, I just reached out to the Nets. Just reached out to a couple of refs. They said they got it. Don't worry about it. I'm like, oh, awesome, thank you.
Does anyone have a
That's that.
list going? Because I kind of forgot, like everyone.
Oh, I got it. We have Jamar Chase, Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, AJ Brown, Calvin Ridley.
Damn. And it's my turn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your time to shine, buddy.
Did you guys not say yet? Oh, Deebo Samuel. Give me that. We counting him as a wide receiver or not?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So
Oh, that's it. No reasoning. That's it.
I mean, what do you want me to say? I mean, he's the most versatile wide receiver in the league, in my opinion. Put him anywhere, he'll succeed. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Hell, even hand him off the ball. I mean, he's just versatile and he's good at everything he does too. So, I mean, I don't know. It kind of felt obvious. Should have been picked definitely over Calvin Ridley, IMO. I gotta stop saying that.
what we at right now? Number 9,
Number 10.
number 10. Again, another guy surprised his name hasn't been said. I think the Calvin Ridley pick kind of threw everything off. I'm gonna go with Jalen Waddle.
It threw me off, man.
I'm gonna go with Jalen Waddle, number 10. I think he deserves to be higher, but that's how you guys are picking. So you forced me to give Jalen Waddle number 10. Jalen Waddle is an absolute freak athlete. It just blows my mind him and Tyreek Hill are in the same offense. And I think Tua coming back fully healthy, I think those two are going to tear it up this year again. Give me Jalen Waddle number 10.
Just trying to think, just to get deeper here.
Oh man.
I think I'm a little surprised that his name hasn't been said yet, considering we have Calvin Ridley on the board. I'm gonna go with Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh,
He
that's
has been absolutely
Ooh,
fantastic
underrated.
the last year and a half.
Underrated.
And with Jared Goff actually playing pretty well, I think he can get up there, top 15 at number 11. So that's my pick.
Sorry.
I would like to go with someone that's near and dear in my heart, but I
just do it. It's gonna
No.
happen. Just rip the band-aid. It's gonna happen.
I think that I'm gonna go with Amari Cooper. I think if Deshaun Watson can make a leap here, Amari Cooper looked good at the later half of the season, but Deshaun Watson kind of let him down. I think if Deshaun gets to how he was a few years back, and I think Amari Cooper could be a good pick for number 12.
I probably could have said this one at 7. I'm gonna go CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, I was
CeeDee
thinking
Lamb
about him.
CeeDee Lamb is fabulous. Dak Prescott, that's his
Mm,
favorite target. I'm assuming I would assume Dak Prescott's coming back. Makes sense. CeeDee Lamb was his favorite target. He played great with him. CeeDee Lamb was fabulous last year, so I wouldn't be surprised if he had another great year.
Oh, I'm up, right?
Stop
Yep.
doing homework.
It's only the third time.
Sorry. I don't. I still don't know the order. Give me a scary Terry McLaurin. I can't believe he slipped this low too.
Who's the QB?
What?
Who's the quarterback?
Well, I mean, I thought we're just doing wide receiver skills. Like I didn't think we were doing
Well, no, this is our predictions for who's like
That's
gonna produce the most stats next year.
Oh, I think he could still do well with Taylor Heineke. I still think he can perform. He's always
I think
making those
Heineke's
crazy
free agent.
passes.
I think they're signing him.
Who the hell is going to sign Taylor Heineke?
No one.
Exactly.
The Panthers.
I could see him
Right,
going.
the Panthers got their own party over there with like Darnold and everything.
Yeah, they should cut all of them. They all suck. Just cut all of them.
I would disagree. Donald's with him.
Sam Darnold, next XFL QB.
Number 15, rounding the list off. I mean, Matt, you made me bite the bullet here. I fully thought you were going to pick him at number 11. I'm surprised you didn't pick the offensive rookie of the year this year. I really am. Because my
I was gonna leave him to
original
Nick.
my original number 15 pick was screwed up, and it's not going to sit right with me if I don't pick Garrett Wilson.
Okay,
I
so
think
two of
Garrett-
your 3 picks don't have quarterbacks, Jack. You know
What?
that, right? 2 of your 3 picks don't have quarterbacks as of this moment.
Well, Garrett Wilson didn't have a quarterback this year either, and he still won Offensive Rookie of the Year.
I
You're
mean,
hating, bro.
the
You're hating.
Adams thing, like Anthony said, he could produce his own stats. And who else did I say?
Devontae Adams.
You said
I said
Jalen
Adams
Waddle. He said Waddle.
and Jalen Waddle. 2 is coming back fully healthy. That's a perfectly
Yeah,
valid.
Jack. In Frankie's opinion, all 3 of your guys do not have quarterbacks. It's very unfortunate, but all 3 of those guys could
Garrett
be very
Wilson won offensive rookie of the year.
good. Oh,
with
100%. It's just they don't have stable quarterbacks. No, you're 100% right. Garrett Wilson. All 3 of those guys make their own yards. They don't need quarterbacks. Devontae Adams, I think, had more passes behind the line, and he made his own yards.
Yeah.
I think Garrett Wilson was exactly 15th in receiving yards last season.
That's why I
That's
left
incredible,
him.
Jack.
I knew
That's
he'd be
incredible.
taken there.
Expect nothing less.
I was expecting Romeo
Oh,
Dobbs.
Jack,
I'm
you
going to be
put-
honest.
Screen sharing is off. I can't even show
Bro,
the
why?
stats.
Romeo Dobbs has got to figure out how to catch posts.
Sorry.
Jack, do you want to
Jack,
put screen sharing back on so I can show the stats?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. My bad. Okay. Should be good.
Yeah, he's exactly 15. But that's including tight ends, though. So
Yeah. Well,
not including tight ends, he
I'm
is
surprised no one said
14.
DK Metcalf either.
14th.
Mm,
Yeah,
we all skipped
last
over
season,
him.
Jefferson, Tyreek, Adams, AJ Brown, Stephon Diggs, CD Waddle,
Oh, who's
Kelsey,
that?
but not a receiver though.
I mean,
Devonta Smith.
a lot of these.
Terry Terry, there he is. He's he'll produce next year.
Where's Amari Cooper?
He's right here, right below Amon-Ra St. Brown. Christian Kirk.
Chris Olave bust. No,
Can you scroll down to Calvin
he'll
Ridley?
do well.
he would be at 0 actually.
Or maybe that was a tough pick, but I
touchdowns.
do think there could be a lot of production from him.
I just think it's ridiculous. putting
Well,
him
you
there.
see, like Devontae's at 3, but look at how many more touchdowns he has. Yeah, exactly.
At the
At the top of
most,
the touchdown list.
exactly 100 receptions. George Kittle's also on here at 11. It's crazy.
wanna do
Jared
quickly
McKinnon
top-
with 9 receiving touchdowns.
You want to quickly do top 5 tight ends?
I think that's kind of easy.
I think we should just save tight ends for next week.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even.
You want me,
think it's-
want me to screen share the final list?
Eckler with 107 receptions.
I mean, I could give you 5 like elite tight ends right now, but like
Yeah, like Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, no.
yeah. Okay.
How about you just
Mike Izzo. Mike Izzo.
Oh, Mike Izzo's a god. Did you
DJ
meet him?
Uzama?
Didn't someone meet Mike Izzo?
it was the
No.
girl from the Jets game.
Oh, it was the girl from the
Girl
Oh,
from
yeah.
the bus on the Jets game.
Like,
I
do
was
you
like,
know
I
Mike
could've sworn
Izzo?
I was could have sworn someone. I was like, no, I don't know Mike Izzo. And she's like, oh, the Patriots tight end. I was like, oh yeah, like I thought you meant like one of your friends.
So that's the final list, Matt.
Calvin Ridley's
Finalist.
ridiculous. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
We should put like our initials next to the picks.
No, everyone should know my picks.
No, I think Terry McLaurin goes.
Frank, are you crazy? That's
I
like
think-
putting a bounty on us.
You switch Terry
And
McLaurin and Amon-Ra St.
if
Brown,
you
you got
can't
yourself
stand
a
behind
good
your
list,
picks, Jack,
and
you
you take
shouldn't
out
be making
Calvin Ridley completely.
Bro, you guys are just gonna be hating. I don't want to hear it. Just wait. Just wait.
I'd say this is a pretty solid list.
Rams are kind of rebuilding though, so I don't know. I mean, they're gonna have to pass a lot if you're gonna be losing all these games, but
No way Jack said Garrett Wilson.
I had to bite the bullet. I had to bite the bullet.
I mean, you didn't have to.
All right.
You didn't have to.
It's not going to sit well with me if we don't go over baseball a little bit this week. So, I mean, Yankees, few more games into spring training. Obviously, the young kids are kind of coming to life, thriving. Anthony Volpe doing everything, fielding well, hitting for contact, doing everything we expected him to do. Jason Dominguez, same thing, clutch 2-run double. Bases loaded double. I'm sorry.
Maybe he's leading in Yankee home runs as well, or at least
Yeah,
tied.
it was a fielder's choice, but he got to second base and no one got out, so it's basically a double.
Yeah.
He had a single later in the game though, so it's okay.
Jason Dominguez is really good. I like how he's playing.
But
That home run he hit, I think it was yesterday. That ball was like literally like 1 foot off the ground. That was crazy.
Or Ronnie
Did you see-
Lucio's homer.
Oh, that guy's insane for the Mets.
Yeah, I know. But they got
That kid, what? What has he got?
Francisco
4 3
Lindor
home
short.
runs.
Yeah, I mean he hit the ball 453 feet the other day.
Not bad.
He's a skinny kid too.
I know.
He kind of looks like Kevin Durant if you look at him from afar. If he just loses his hair.
No, he's got more muscle than Kevin Durant.
I mean, the only question mark we have though, I'm not worried at all about Rodon. I think that was just knocking the rust off. But the
You know
only
what I do
question
have?
mark is Luis Severino.
I was gonna say 2 starts in a row, little yucky starts. Not worried at spring training. Don't if he has a 43 ERA or 180 ERA during the spring training, couldn't care less. At the same time, though, it is a little worrying because he's up against a bunch of AAA players or AA players. You know, like
Should
these
be
players
mowing
aren't
these guys down.
what?
Should be mowing these guys down. I said.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's worrying, but at the same time, though, you gotta almost bite the bullet because you gotta realize like it's just spring training.
Yeah.
I'm not
I-
worrying until he lets up.
And a guy we talked about, I forget if it was last week or 2 weeks ago, but we mentioned Clark Schmidt, and that
He-
pick wound up being right on the money. That I think that guy by the end of the season is going to have the 5th rotation spot.
I think
Well,
we
he got
talked
lit
about
up.
him after he pitched, but yeah.
He got lit up the other day.
Yeah, but again, like I'm not worried.
Domingo Herman had a good outing today, though. Give him that. I think he
Luis
went 2
Suarez?
flawless. Yeah, he had a good outing.
But I
Relievers
think
are doing very well. I have been noticing that. Like I noticed that, like the guys, like our bullpen boys, Wandy Peralta, lights out like usual. Johnny Lasagna, lights out like usual. All of them been pitching very well, and that's a really good sign having good bullpen length. I'm very excited about like how much length we have in these guys, like having Clark Schmidt in our bullpen or Domingo Herman. Both those guys could give us 5 to 4.
Did you just say that guy's name again? Clark Schmidt.
Yeah.
That's got to be like the most Howie name I've ever heard in my life.
Matt, what about you? How you feeling about the Mets spring training so far?
No.
I think it's good. Doing
See?
real good.
That's all we
I
need to
think
hear.
it's good.
What do
real
you
good.
think about Brett Beatty? He's been showing off, Matt.
Yeah, he's been really showing it off. I think
Matt,
he's looking
you
good.
sound like when Miss Collins called on you today. That's what you said.
Oh, name dropping in the thing. People could be researching her books. She's a poet.
Yeah, and she also published a book. You could search it up if you'd like.
Jack, she watches this podcast.
My little cousin
Religiously.
watches this. Just remember,
Mhm.
don't want to give him nightmares.
What if her kids watch this podcast, Jack Eye? How would you feel?
I'm assuming they have to know.
They don't know we exist.
That's true.
How do you
All right,
know?
moving on.
No, we're not
Yeah,
moving
I
on because we're
wasn't-
still
I
on the
wasn't done
Mets and we
talking
got
yet.
sidetracked.
Yeah,
I wasn't done talking.
I was
let
moving
Matt
on from
finish.
Mrs. Collins.
Let Matt
Oh,
finish.
Yeah, I just wanted to say we're looking pretty good. Hitting the ball far, pitching the ball fast, catching the ball.
How do you feel about
It's the
Verlander?
bullpen.
How do you feel about his start?
I think that he was doing good. You know, he played his position good.
You think they're gonna stick
Rotation was
with
good,
a
well.
veteran like Eduardo Escobar third? Or you think they're gonna shift to Brett Beatty because he's been tearing it up? I personally think that they're gonna start the season with Escobar, and then maybe also depending on how he does in the World Baseball Classic, which is
Yeah,
coming up too, and then
yeah, I think-
maybe they'll go to Brett Beatty later. But what do you think? Pat? Sorry.
I think they're just gonna start with Escobar because he got the experience behind it, but they're gonna gradually start bring the other guy in gradually until he just started because he's young, he's got strength. I think he's gonna develop into a great player.
Yeah. What about Alonso, man? Excited to see what he's gonna do in the World Baseball Classic. 3 homers so far this spring.
Love Pete Alonso, a great player.
Love him. Love him.
Took a selfie with him.
Actually, I took a
No,
selfie with Brandon
my
Nimmo.
grandpa did. My grandpa met him.
Nice. I love Brandon Nimmo, by the way. I think he's playing for Team Italy.
Yeah, I believe he is.
Well, we should touch on the World Baseball Classic, right?
Yeah, I just pulled up the schedule.
Didn't Joey hit a nuke the other day, or was that like
Yeah,
practice?
on his knee, 420 feet.
Yeah.
Dead
Who?
center.
I'm actually.
World Baseball Classic actually starts tomorrow.
No way.
Oh my God, is Chapman throwing tomorrow?
Cuba? Team Cuba?
No, he bit his lip. Remember, Anthony?
Oh, yeah.
I can't see this thing. So it's who's against Netherlands because my
Cuba.
screen is
Cuba.
confused.
Cuba, Netherlands,
Oh,
11 o'clock Eastern.
Netherlands,
FS1.
of course.
Then we have Panama. What's TPE? You guys know what that is?
Oh, it's
Not a
so
clue.
boring. And why is
Oh, man.
Netherlands playing all the
Is that a
big-
cupcake as their flag?
Dude, I don't know. What the hell is that?
Is it like a
Alright.
practice kind of thing?
I think it's the
Maybe.
Prince of Bel Air TP, and then just
Yeah. Australia, South Korea, Panama
I think
again
How do you know it's
against
South?
Netherlands.
Yo, could I? I'm saying it right now. Australia's being South Korea. Oh no, never mind. South Korea's winning. My bad.
Frank, it's
He-
Taiwan.
yeah, it's
That's
Taiwan.
odd.
That's what I was gonna say.
They have a
Coming off-
cupcake as their
Oh
flag?
yeah, no, okay, no, we're not
Is
gonna.
that
Google
like
it,
those
man.
little?
We're not gonna
little,
get
like-
political, but they don't want to. No.
Ooh, Chinese, Japan. 5
Chinese?
a.m. in the morning, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, Japan's gonna sweep the floor. with China.
Oh, Italy's playing at 6 a.m. Oh my God.
Wait, who are they playing? Cuba?
Cuba. It's
Cuba.
right here.
Sorry,
Alright,
I
Czech
told you my
Republic-
screen is blocked because I can't get the screen
Czech
off my
Republic
screen.
against China.
You said Chinese before. You're like Chinese versus Japan.
When is
Then
USA?
we have
playing?
Cuba again against
It's
Panama.
Cuba.
Why
Shut
are
up.
they doing double headers?
I don't know.
Where's the
South
US?
Korea, Japan.
I think
Italy
the USA
taking
teams
on
play Saturday or
Taiwan.
Sunday. Yeah, I was gonna go to the game. I think they play Saturday at like 11.
Where's the game?
Miami.
Oh.
I was gonna go with
I'm
Mike.
rooting for US and I'm rooting for Italy.
We haven't
Oh,
even
why
seen the
Italy?
US game yet because we keep talking. All right.
Italy's gonna
China,
get spanked.
Australia, Panama, Italy. Oh, bigger list here. Czech Republic, Japan, Netherlands,
USA's playing Britain.
Taiwan, Nicaragua, Puerto Rico, Colombia,
9 p.m.
Mexico,
game.
Dominican Republic against Venezuela, Great Britain, USA.
It's
9
called
p.m. Eastern.
soccer.
If we don't beat them by like 30, I'm gonna lose my mind. I can't name a player on that team.
Bro,
Czech
like
Republic,
who plays
South Korea,
baseball?
Taiwan, Cuba. They got Japan, Australia, Netherlands, Italy, Nicaragua, Israel, Great Britain, Canada, Venezuela, Puerto Rico, Mexico, USA, Australia, Czech Republic. And then one more game before our next podcast will be South Korea, China, DR, Nicaragua, Colombia, Great Britain, Israel, Puerto Rico, and Canada, USA at 10
Wow,
o'clock on a Monday.
USA has an easy
Little
schedule.
North American battle.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
World
that's
Baseball Classic
like
is gonna
it
be fun.
until the playoffs. There's only a week of play.
No, I just did a week because I'm not going forever.
Oh, okay.
Can you go for the next month?
Sorry, Charlie.
Oh,
What?
is this the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, this is the playoffs.
that's when we verse like the actual teams, not like Great Britain.
Yeah,
Yes.
so the 15th, there's still some pool play games, but there's a 6 a.m. game Wednesday the 15th.
We played Colombia. Okay, we have to sweep all of these teams. I can't imagine us struggling against Canada or Mexico. Maybe Mexico.
Or Great Britain or Colombia.
Great
I
Britain, we
think-
should
I
beat
think
them by like.
it's going to
Yeah,
be
we should
USA,
sweep.
Japan. USA,
Colombia is probably the hardest one, but that's it.
USA should sweep. If they don't sweep, and it's a disgrace too.
Okay, so here's the like divisions. So there's Chinese Taipei is Taiwan. Okay.
How the
that's
hell
fair.
did Great Britain get in our pool? Because our pool's like all like America, and that's just Great Britain.
Okay, I'm not. Okay, I'll just leave Colombia and America. We'll move on.
There's only 3 countries in North America. They got to do something else, man.
They're like, all right, we have
Nicaragua,
everything
maybe?
on one side of the world, and they're like, all right, we'll throw in Great Britain.
That's what
I
I'm
think all
saying.
of our games are playing either Miami or Arizona.
think
But
it's
I think
Miami-
the
think
Oh
it's
yeah,
playoff
Miami,
games-
Phoenix, Taichung,
Yeah.
and Tokyo.
You pronounced the third one incorrectly. Can you go again?
How do you say it?
I have no idea.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
Frank, you're going to be
Okay.
canceled this time.
What?
Yeah, you're done. You said
Oh.
Chinese versus Japan. You're done, pal. Dunzo. That's it.
The Chinese are playing the Japanese. You could have like saved yourself there.
I don't think you're allowed to say that either.
What do you mean you're not allowed to say that?
All right, moving on. NBA recap.
Okay.
John
What
Morant.
else you want to
How
talk
about
about the
them
world?
Knicks? How about them Knicks? Going
How
for
about
10
them
in a row
Nets?
tomorrow night.
How about
No
snapping out
Jalen
of that
Brunson
funk?
last night. Beat the Boston Celtics in double overtime. Emmanuel quickly showed up. 38 points. What a guy. The most underrated player on that team.
Wasn't a comeback win like the Nets though.
Yeah, were you down 28-0 or 28 something? 5-28?
That game was just back and forth entire.
If you're just good enough to not have to come back, just like
Yeah, but we're good
It
enough
was,
to not
bro,
be in
your
double
entire
overtime.
game was overtime.
And also
You guys
win
were
by
like,
10 points. Even though we're down.
it's the Brooklyn way, baby.
Yes, sir.
Matt, you were saying something.
Our borough is thorough.
What?
You were saying something when I said NBA recap.
Well, I just threw out the name John Morant because
What about him?
pulled a gun at a club and put it on Instagram Live. Please are after him now.
Are you allowed to say that on the podcast? G-word?
allegedly.
And-
Allegedly.
I mean, we said
YouTube-
bite the
I s-
bullet quite a few
I said
times,
chewing gum.
but
So
We can't say GUN on
you
YouTube.
could say
but we can say
bullet,
it
you
on
could say
Spotify.
ammunition, you can't say that word.
Yeah, you could say
yeah.
it on Spotify and Apple.
He
You
had a
can't do
he,
that,
he
Frank.
had a pew pew
I feel
blaster.
threatened.
Yeah, he had a pew pew. We're gonna get demonetized. We're not gonna make any money.
Yeah, like we're already making.
Oh
money.
no!
Uh,
Not
You got like 2
Please
views.
don't give us money.
Well, maybe we had some advertising on Nick's end. That would be a little easier. But moving on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm kidding.
I took
I'm
a
kidding.
religious step down.
All right. So NBA this week, kind of interesting. It's a great New York week, at least.
It's Monday.
Well,
Last
the
week.
pack, the pack.
We come on, Frank.
This is a great week this week. It's Monday.
Last week.
Nick, did you want to touch on
It's a
the
great week this week.
NHL trade deadline?
Oh, what? Oh, the NHL trade deadline? Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I would only touch on it on the Rangers end. But
Yeah. Go off.
Just give me a second. I mean, you got Patrick Kane, Vladimir Tarasenko to the Rangers. Instantly makes them contenders. I don't want to hear any Islanders
I
fans.
think they were contenders before.
They were, but now they're just like their
Solidified.
chances of me seeing one of my sports teams actually win it's so high right now.
Oh, let's keep it a stack real quick. If the Rangers make it to the championship round against most likely the Bruins, whoever wins that like series is
Yeah,
most
it's gonna
likely the
win,
Stanley
yeah.
Cup champion. That's it. It's
Yeah.
Boston's the best. Boston's insane. Someone's telling me that goalie only really lost one game. The Boston goalie.
Tuukka Rask, he retired though. He just retired last year.
No, isn't the Boston goalie insane this year though?
Let me see.
Because that Boston team is red hot.
They are really good this year. Oh,
What did they
Omar?
lost like 8? Yeah, they lost like 8
Yeah.
games this year.
Yeah, Olmark's good.
Oh, you guys just played the Bruins today, no? The
Rangers?
It was
Rangers
yesterday or
lost
2 days
4-2.
ago.
Oh, yeah, 2 days ago, yeah. They lost 4-2
Yeah, I lost
today.
4-2.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's regular season is nothing when it comes to the playoffs. Like the Rangers beat the Hurricanes. They swept them 2020, and then they lost, and then they got swept. Oh no, I think they won one game in 2020. I don't know. It was bad.
Yeah,
But yeah,
playoff hockey is just different. Like I love playoff hockey. It's
hockey
just
in general is good. It just doesn't get
Yeah.
enough attention.
yeah, I just feel like hockey players are like the toughest kind of athletes. Like it's either them or UFC fighters.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I
yeah.
I once saw I think Ryan Lindgren is one of the toughest athletes out there.
Yes, sir. Doesn't get
Yeah.
enough hype.
That guy gets knocked around like seemingly every game and just finds his way back onto the ice within 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, Dryden Hunt was traded again.
Touching on UFC a little bit, very very anticipated heavyweight championship fight. Cyril Gane defending his title against John Bones Jones. A fight that I actually dozed off for, but
Oh, okay.
John Bones Jones like put him to sleep in like 30 seconds.
Alright.
All right. I quickly want to touch on women's tennis.
Let's talk about the XFL. St. Louis Battlehawks finally lost. Unfortunately, lost by 6. But it's all right. We're gonna beat the Arlington Renegades this week, Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern.
All right. Let's touch on like some quick like competitive badminton. Some great battles this
Pickleball. Pickleball team.
week. Yeah. We'll touch on anything. Fourth and gone. How
Right.
is that? Fourth in sports.
We're branching out. Next
We're
week
branching out into
we're
badminton.
starting a
cornhole.
whole new era.
Why don't we start filming some like actual videos? Like we'll go to a park and we'll just
Yeah.
like we'll
Come
like
back
play
for
like
spring break on Friday.
Just like
we have the same spring break, Frank.
Let's go.
It's the 12th or something, right?
Yeah.
Should we like
I
hug?
come back on the 10th. Come back 19th.
Should we like just hug? We could have a little fourth and gone meetup at a park. We could play basketball.
IRL, 4th and gone.
There's 5 of us.
Jack, you can be the ref if you want to be so negative.
I'll be sporting my Christian Watson jersey.
You
Jack,
can
I
do
would
a
like you to
bowling
pick.
vlog.
Is Shaq gonna make a return?
Return to what?
You've
Bowling.
never seen Shaq? Shaq's insane at basketball.
Shaq?
You've never seen Shaq?
Never seen Shaq.
He's
As
on the
in
podcast
Shaquille
right now.
O'Neal?
He's on the podcast right now.
Oh, Matt.
Matt's Shaq. What are we talking about? Matt goes by Shaq on the court.
Down in the
All right,
paint.
boys. Let's wrap this up. We covered a lot of ground
Good
tonight.
idea.
I feel like it was a solid episode. I hope
feel
you
We're making
all
a play date right now.
like, subscribe, turn on notifications. You know the drill. Frank, hit it with that.
Sorry, we're not cash nasty.